295, 296, 297, 298, 299, 300. Oh! Whew. Hey, I didn't see you there. Just busting out 300 kettlebell swings. Whew. How you doing? Thank you. Thanks for checking in. I understand you're interested in some kettlebell swings and some kettlebell lessons, and let me just say, Brent, that I think you're making the right decision. Embracing some basic CrossFit exercises will certainly get you in better shape, certainly help you with your lower back, and for sure get you to where you need to be to become a better mountain biker, a better father, a better husband. Clearly, years of not taking care of yourself, overeating, lethargy, and laziness, and mountain biking has taken its toll, and it's time for a change. We all know that. I haven't really wanted to say anything, but I'm glad that you finally are embracing this, and I'm going to help you get there. So, I'm going to show you the kettlebell swing. It's a very simple exercise. When done properly, it's very easy. When done properly, you can make some mistakes, which can really hurt your back, really hurt your arms, and quite frankly, make it a lot more difficult than it needs to be. It will strengthen your core, and will strengthen your lower back, will strengthen your thighs, your glutes, your butt, and it's actually a lot of fun. Now, what you saw me swinging here was a 63-pound kettlebell. That's an advanced weight. I would not recommend that for you. I would recommend you start with a 35-pound bell, which I just happen to have over here. 35-pound kettlebell. It may sound light, but in fact, it's can be pretty challenging. Think of it like this. If it's lighter, you just do more. If it's heavier, you're going to do less. So it really doesn't matter. The weight's not important. As what is important is the number of reps, and that your form is good, and that you're able to do good swings. So you don't want to sacrifice form just for the sake of being able to say that you do more weight. That's a mistake. That leads to injury, and we don't want that today, now do we? Now obviously the first thing that you need to do is you need to warm up a little bit, and you're going to have a lot of different ways of doing that. You can do some stretches, some toe touches. You can do what I'm doing here, which is basically just called round and round. No big deal. Just basically going back and forth, loosening things up. And you know, this thing is essentially a cannonball with a handle. So you need to be careful, because if you're not, it can hit you in the knee. You can drop it on your toe. I don't know if I'd recommend this, doing it in your house. You know, with the wood floors, it'd make quite a noise. You know, and you can do fun stuff. Throw it up in the air, catch it. Throw it up in the air, catch it. Throw it up in the air and catch it. Throw it up in the air, you know, just stuff like that. But again, that's really not what you want to do. What we're going to be working on with you is the basic kettlebell swing. Now, all right, basic kettlebell swing. A lot of people make the mistake of thinking it's in your arms, and it's not. It's all abs, ass, and back. And what you're really doing is you're snapping your hips and you're throwing the bell up. Think of it as a, for lack of a better word, a pelvic thrust. And you've got so much power that the bell comes up to a floating position, goes back down, snaps up. And there's a few things to remember. Obviously, the first thing is the start. So I'm going to move my bell back a little bit so you can see it in the camera. And you can see it's right in front of me, front and center. Now, you don't want to start back here where you're reaching way out, because that obviously will hurt your back, hurt your shoulders, put some stress in some unnecessary places. You want to keep your feet, I don't know, that's probably 10 inches in front of you. And you just sort of want to lean down and grab the bell. And what's important is that your back is straight. So you don't want to be leaned over like this, like a gorilla. You want to have your knees bent, back straight, ass out, You want to hold that bell like this. So think of it, and I know this is going to be really foreign to you, think of it as hiking a football. So you start by literally, this is called the start or the catch. And as you know, we always start with a 3, 2, 1, go. We don't just start. We got to go 3, 2, 1, go, and you're going to hike it back. 3, 2, 1, go! Now, that was just a demonstration. But what you do, you hike it back, snap, up. 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 And it's important that you hike it back between your legs, and really, you get this rocking motion, and the bell actually will come back and kind of touch in the back of the bum. Now, a lot of beginner kettlebell people, and you're going to make this mistake, it's no big deal, will slow it down and use way too many arms. So a beginner kettlebell user tends to look like this. Very stiff, holding the bell stiffly, and using almost all arms, when in fact, what you want to do is you want to keep the bell loose, hike it back, and you can see the bell is almost floating in my hands. See? Floating in my hands. And it's not my arms that I'm using, it's my hips. Boom! 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 So, those are some basic, that's the way you want to do it. Now, there's two types of swings. Actually, there's a couple different variations, but as you'll notice, I was keeping my forearms tight to my chest. And what that does, that's really a cheat. Or, in my case, what someone who swings intensely heavy bells uses to sort of give them a little bit more leverage. Because you can go straight out like this, which is fine, but if you keep them close in, you're able to get a little bit more torque from that body. And just keep the bell up, you want to end up at eye level, and you can swing like that all day long. Now, what I'm doing right now is a Russian swing, the Russian variation. An American swing, as we all know, America is better than Russia. An American swing was up and over the head. Up and over the head. Up and over the head. And this is a little bit more difficult because you need to stay on your heels all the time. And you go up and you press, come down. Go up and press, come down. Go up and press, come down. Up and press, come down. And that'd be something that you'll learn over time that I wouldn't worry about too much right now for the sake of your back and the sake of your abs. It's more of a, obviously, it's an upper body thing. So, whew, it's hot out here. That's why I'm sweating. It's got nothing to do with that. It's just hot. It's got to be 150 in this garage. So, what I was thinking for you, because there's some, you know, you're gonna be swinging and you're gonna say, how am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to do this? So, what I was thinking for you is a set, oh, my wife's coming here, is a set of 20 swings. You know what, I'll get back to you because my wife's here. They don't like to see me working out. All right, babe, more later. Hi, where were we? Oh yeah, the workout regime. So, what I was thinking for you, because you can't just do kettlebell swings, it'll get boring, is something along the lines of maybe 20 swings and then 10 push-ups. And then maybe do, no, better yet, 10 swings, because I know you like push-ups. So 10 swings, 10 push-ups. 15 swings, 15 push-ups. 20 swings, 20 push-ups. 30 swings, 30 push-ups. And then after that, I would drop back down to 10 swings, 10 push-ups, because doing more than 30 swings at a time can get a little difficult. And maybe doing something along those lines. Or, because the challenge with that, of course, would be that you would be knocking out your swings. You know, you'd be going you know, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then of course you need to get down on the ground and then do some push-ups. So then from there, you're doing your push-ups, and then you got to get back up, go back into your swings, and that up-down regimen, that up-down movement can get a little exhausting. So the other thing you could do is you could do the swings, and you could do some air squats, which would be do the swings, and then just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you go 10, 10, 20, 15, 15, 20, 20, all the way up to 30. Go back down to 10, and maybe do that 3 times. Because the air squats will be good for you for biking. It'll increase your mobility on your knees. It'll increase your, it works on your glutes and works on your legs, give you more pedal power, and it's a good exercise. So those are the basics. Rogue.com, R-O-G-U-E, Rogue.com, offers very, very good prices on kettlebells. They're American made. They may be a few dollars more, but it's a good piece of equipment. And they make all different weights. If you're not comfortable with the 35, if you think that's too heavy to start with, which is perfectly fine, get a 25. When I started CrossFitting 6 years ago, I started with an 18. I still remember to this day when I moved up to that 25 pounder. And then I remember moving up to that 35 pounder. It was quite a day. But we moved forward, as you know, and went from that 35 pounder up to a 53. And now I swing the 63 pounder. Occasionally I'll swing the 98 pounder. I like to call that the ex-wife. And that's not easy. But, you know, the only way you move forward in this world is by pushing the envelope, doing things you're not comfortable with. So, I wish you luck. I'm proud of you for finally taking the move to get in shape. And I think this is going to help you. So, if there's anything I can do, I'd be perfectly happy to send you another video. We can discuss rowing, perhaps the box jump, perhaps the kettlebell clean, kettlebell snatch. One-arm kettlebell swings, and this might be something you might want to do because you said you've got that sciatic nerve issue. So if you feel that one side of the back needs more work than the other, you can do this with one arm, and it's basically the same thing. You just, instead of grabbing the ball like this, you just grab it like this, and you kind of use this arm as a little bit of leverage, and you swing it back and come up, swing it back, come up, swing it back and come up, and you could do this and switch. So you can do this. And it's basically, it's a little bit more advanced. You got to be careful of where the bell's at, obviously, because it can take out your knee, quite honestly. But you know, it's a little bit harder because the weight now is on one arm versus two, and but it might give you a little bit of, oh man, is it hot in here? Whew. A little bit of variation on the exercise. All right, so get at it, buddy. You and I can do 100 swings. We can do this all day long, you and I. I love it. So have a good Sunday. Tell Jill and the kids I said hi. Tell your cat, Mr. Bigglesworth, I said hi. And we'll see you out there, buddy. 3, 2, 1, go, buddy. Embrace the 3, 2, 1, go.